Have a nice time. In the last class, we studied about different logical connectives. Today, we will do some problems involving the logical connectives, conjunction, disjunction, and negation. Order of precedence. സാധാരണയായി അഡിഷൻ, മൾട്ടിപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ, ഡിവിഷൻ, സബ്ട്രാക്ഷൻ ഇത്തരത്തിൽ ഒരുപാട് ഓപ്പറേഷൻസ് ഒന്നിച്ച് ഉൾപ്പെടുന്ന ആൾജിബ്രായിക് എക്സ്പ്രഷൻസ് സോൾവ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് സാധാരണയായി നമ്മൾ ബോർഡ് മാസ് എന്ന റൂൾ ഉപയോഗിച്ചിട്ടാണ് ചെയ്യാറുള്ളത്. അതായത് ഒരുപാട് ഓപ്പറേഷൻസ് ഒന്നിച്ച് വരുന്ന സമയങ്ങളിൽ ഏത് ഓപ്പറേഷനാണ് ആദ്യം പെർഫോം ചെയ്യേണ്ടത് എന്നതിന് നമുക്കൊരു ഓർഡർ ഓഫ് പ്രിസീഡൻസ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അതുപോലെ ഒന്നിലധികം ലോജിക്കൽ കണക്റ്റീവ്സ് ഉൾപ്പെടുന്ന എക്സ്പ്രഷൻസ് സോൾവ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് ആദ്യം ഏത് ഉപയോഗിക്കണം എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു ഓർഡർ ഡിഫൈൻ ചെയ്യപ്പെട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതാണ് ഓർഡർ ഓഫ് പ്രിസീഡൻസ് ഓഫ് ലോജിക്കൽ ഓപ്പറേഷൻസ്. ടു ഇവാലുവേറ്റ് കോംപ്ലക്സ് ലോജിക്കൽ എക്സ്പ്രഷൻസ് you must know the order of precedence of the logical operators. The order of precedence from the highest to the lowest is, first you have to perform the negation, then conjunction, then disjunction, then the conditional statement, then we have to consider biconditional statement. So this is the order of precedence of the logical operations. And note that parenthesized sub-expressions are always evaluated first. സാധാരണ നമ്പേഴ്സ് ആണെങ്കിലും നമ്മൾ ബ്രാക്കറ്റ്സിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുള്ള എക്സ്പ്രഷൻസ് ആണ് ആദ്യം കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാറുള്ളത്. ഈ കേസിലും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ബ്രാക്കറ്റ്സിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിലുള്ള എക്സ്പ്രഷൻസ് നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം തന്നെ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്തേ പറ്റൂ. ഇഫ് ടു ഓപ്പറേറ്റേഴ്സ് ഹാവ് ഈക്വൽ പ്രിസീഡൻസ് ദ കറസ്പോണ്ടിങ് എക്സ്പ്രഷൻ ഇസ് ഇവാലുവേറ്റഡ് ഫ്രം ലെഫ്റ്റ് ടു റൈറ്റ്. ഇതുപോലെയുള്ള ഇക്വേഷൻസ് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇവിടെ രണ്ട് സ്ഥലങ്ങളിൽ ഇംപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ വരുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ആദ്യം നമ്മൾ പെർഫോം ചെയ്യേണ്ടത് ലെഫ്റ്റിൽ നിന്ന് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് റൈറ്റിലേക്ക് പോകുന്ന രീതിയിലാണ് നമ്മൾ ഓപ്പറേഷൻ പെർഫോം ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. So here we have some expressions. The expression P implies Q and negation Q implies negation P. ഇത് സോൾവ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് ആദ്യം നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യേണ്ടി വരിക ഇവിടെ ബ്രാക്കറ്റ്സ് കൊടുത്തിട്ടുള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് P implies Q we have to perform first. Then we have to consider the negation Q. Then we have to evaluate negation P. After that you have to take the conjunction of P implies Q and negation Q. And finally you have to perform the operation implication. And here you can see that first you have to perform negation Q, then negation P. Then you have to do P implies Q and negation Q implies negation P. And finally you have to perform the operation biconditional. Let us go through some examples. Indicate the order in which each logical expression is evaluated by properly grouping the operands using parentheses. So these are some problems from your prescribed textbook. First problem is P or Q and R. Here the order of precedence is, first you have to perform the conjunction and then you have to perform the disjunction. ആദ്യം Q and R ചെയ്യണം എന്ന് സൂചിപ്പിക്കാനായി നമ്മൾ അതിനെ ബ്രാക്കറ്റിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിലിടുന്നു. അതിനുശേഷം you have to perform P or Q and R. So this is the expression showing the precedence of the logical expressions. Next problem is P and Q implies negation P or negation Q. According to the precedence of logical expressions, first you have to perform negation P and negation Q. Now you have to find the conjunction P and Q. After that you have to perform the disjunction here, negation P or negation Q, and finally you have to perform the implication. So now the expression shows the precedence of logical expressions. Next problem, P or Q if and only if negation P and negation Q. Here also first you have to perform negation P, then negation Q. Now you have to take the conjunction of these two. After that you have to take the disjunction P or Q, and finally you have to perform the biconditional expression. So this is the precedence of logical expressions. And the last one, P implies Q if and only if negation P or negation Q. Here also first you have to perform negation P, then negation Q. After that you have to perform the disjunction of these two, Then you have to consider the implication P implies Q. And finally, you have to take the if and only if expression. So these are some examples showing the precedence of logical operations. Next problem, let x, y and z be real numbers. Represent each sentence symbolically, where P is the statement x less than y, Q is the statement y less than z, and R is the statement x less than z. So first problem is x greater than or equal to y or y less than z. So here x greater than or equal to y means that it is the negation of P. Here actually negation P is the statement x greater than or equal to y. Negation Q is y greater than or equal to z. And negation R is x greater than or equal to z. So here x greater than or equal to y means it is negation of P. And R is disjunction of the statements. And y less than z means it is the expression Q. So x greater than or equal to y or y less than z can be symbolically expressed as negation P or Q. Next problem, y greater than or equal to z or x greater than or equal to z. So here y greater than or equal to z is negation Q. So we have negation Q, or means again disjunction, and x greater than or equal to z is negation R. So this is a logical expression. Next problem, x greater than or equal to y and y less than z or z greater than x. Here also x greater than or equal to y is negation P and is the conjunction of the statements. Now we are starting the brackets here. Y less than z is Q here. It is Q, or means disjunction, and z greater than x is actually R. So this one is the logical expression. And the last one, x less than y or y greater than or equal to z and z greater than x. Here x less than y is P, or means disjunction. Now we are starting brackets. Y greater than or equal to z is negation Q, the meet conjunction, and z greater than x is R. So this is the logical expression. Next problem, evaluate truth value of each Boolean expression where a equal to 2, b equal to 3, c equal to 5 and d equal to 7. The first problem, you have to consider negation of a greater than b or negation of c less than d. So by order of precedence, first you have to consider the expressions within the parenthesis. So we have to consider a greater than b. Since a is 2 and b is 3, a greater than b is false. So its truth value is f. Now you have to consider the expression c less than d. Since c is 5 and d is 7, c less than d is true, therefore its truth value is t. Now we are going to take the negation of these two. That is, we have to consider negation of a greater than b and negation of c less than d. Since a greater than b is false, its negation will be true. Therefore, its truth value is t. Since c less than d is true, its negation is false. Therefore, it has truth value f. Now we have to consider the disjunction of these two, that is negation of a greater than b or negation of c less than d. Here negation of a greater than b is true and negation of c less than d is false. We know that the disjunction of two propositions is true if at least one of them is true. Therefore, here the truth value of the expression is t. So the given expression has truth value t. Next problem is negation of b less than c and negation of c less than d. Here b less than c has truth value t since b is 3 and c is 5. C less than d Here C is 5 and D is 7. So C is less than D. So it has truth value T. Now you have to take the negation of these two. That is negation of B less than C. Since B less than C has truth value T, its negation has truth value F. Now what about negation of C less than D? Since C less than D has truth value T, its negation has truth value F. Now you have to take the conjunction of these two. That is negation of B less than C and negation of C less than D. When we take the conjunction of these two, first has truth value F and second has also truth value F. And we are taking the conjunction of these two propositions, and clearly the conjunction has truth value F. The conjunction of two propositions has truth value T if and only if both have truth value T. So here the truth value of the entire expression is F. Next one, negation of A greater than B or B less than or equal to D. First you have to consider the expressions within the parenthesis, that is A greater than B and B less than or equal to D. A greater than B means 2 is greater than 3. It is false, therefore its truth value is F. B less than or equal to D means 3 is less than or equal to 7, which is true, therefore it has truth value T. Now you have to take the disjunction of the two. That is, we have to take A greater than B or B less than or equal to D. Since A greater than B has truth value F and B less than or equal to D has truth value T, its disjunction has truth value T. And finally you have to take the negation of this expression. Since this expression has truth value T, its negation has truth value F. So the given proposition has truth value F. And the last one, negation of A less than or equal to B and negation of C greater than D. Note the parenthesis here. First you have to express A less than or equal to B. Here A equal to 2 and B equal to 3. Therefore A less than or equal to B is true. Therefore it has truth value T. Next one, C greater than D. C is 5 and D is 7. So C greater than D is false. So it has truth value F. Now negation of C greater than D. Since C greater than D is F, its negation is T. Now you have to take the conjunction of A less than or equal to B and negation of C greater than D. Since both of these are true, the conjunction is also true. Therefore, its truth value is T. Finally, you have to take the negation of this expression. Since this expression has truth value T, its negation has truth value F. Therefore, the whole expression has truth value F. That is, this proposition is not true. In the next class, we will study how to write the truth table of compound propositions.